Kababayan, LA, but you know, fashion is very dynamic, and obviously, if we talk about unique fashion, this definitely takes the cake. Cyril is a Filipino-American designer focusing or concentrating, specializing on Asian fashion like this. Hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm so glad to be here.
Yes, and so it's not, is it not correct to say anime fashion? So it's more Asian fashion?
Yeah, because if you say anime fashion, people would usually think it's cosplay, where there is a character being portrayed.
Oh.
As for this fashion, it's just being us in elaborate dresses.
Right. And where did you get this idea from?
Oh, it's actually a popular fashion in Japan. It's basically I got it from Lolita fashion, which is like doll-like dresses. But then I tried to do it in my own style and reinterpreted the fashion.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, for the dresses, I've been making dresses for 2 years, but in the fashion itself, I think I've been there like 4 years.
4 years, wow. And in the 4 years and making dresses for 2 years, she's come up with some very, very interesting looks. We have models to model those for you today on the show. Joyce, come in, very cute. And what I like about this is it goes from head to toe. So there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of thought that you put into it. Tell us about Joyce's look.
So the dress is actually called Lavender Garden. It's one of my first dresses here and remains to be the popular one, I think. It's a mixture of Victorian with an Oriental twist because the print is, you know, it's more into the Oriental side. But then the style of the dress is like, it is Victorian. So I made a matching headpiece for it, like the twin bows. One is called a kanzashi flower. It's actually a decoration worn with a kimono.
Okay.
So that still is like from an Oriental side and then a bow from a Western.
Do you also pay attention to makeup when you do fashions like this?
Oh yes, of course. I guess for the clothes I make, I'd like the eyes to be the standout, the focus of the face. So I usually advise my models to wear like thick lashes, like dull eyes.
Let's talk about the shoes. Do you also take care of the shoes, or?
Oh no, actually the shoes was provided for the model by the model. So I let my models accessorize the dress, so they have their own personality shining through the dress.
That is very interesting, and that is beautiful. Joyce, you are beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at another look. Thank you, Joyce. Shannon is joining us right about now. Shannon is Miss Pink. Talk to us about this look.
Yeah, it is actually very pink, but it has a punk twist to it. Like if you zoom in closer, the print is skulls. So I tried to make something like as cute, but still has an edgy vibe. So yeah, it's basically sweet but punk.
Yeah, let's talk about the looks that you make. You mentioned making the dress. Do you also source out your fabric yourself?
The fabric...
How involved are you?
Well, yeah, I get to be the one to choose the fabric. So it's a matter of mixing prints because in my style, I like a lot of prints. So I take time to focus on one print and then I could not make something with a single print.
Right.
So what I do is like I get one print and then try to combine it with other prints.
And because of that, there's a lot of thought into it and planning as well, like I said earlier. How long does it take you to complete a dress like this?
Well, for it to be like well done, I would give it a week or two.
A week? For one dress?
For one dress.
Okay.
I could make it within 3 days. But then I would be spending time thinking on, oh, what else I could add to it.
Do you make your own pattern? Do you sew it yourself?
I do make my own patterns, and I do learn from the other patterns. So I'm basically self-taught, so everything I know is from trial and error.
You are so artistic and so creative. Let's take a look at the headpiece. This also, do all the dresses come with a headpiece?
Yeah, I make it a point to have like a matching headpiece for it. So for this one, it's a traditional bow with a metallic stud accent. It's heart-shaped. So it's something with a stud. It's punk, but then it's pink. So it's sweet.
The pink hair of the model of Shannon, is that your influence as well, or she did that on her own?
She did that on her own.
Very cute. Thank you so much. You stay there. We call in Joyce. One last look at the models, and we have more looks to discuss when we return on Kababayan, LA. Don't go away.